Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to share with you a shorter clip from a recent live event. And in this one, we're going to talk about how the destruction of DEC and the return to PEG are so intertwined with the restoration of card prices to Splinterlands. And I think sometimes we think the economics and the tokenomics are one thing and the card pricing is an entirely different world. And in this 3-4 minute video, I want to explain to you why that's not true. They're so interconnected. And therefore, DEC returning to PEG is integral to seeing SPS reach higher prices and to seeing cards reach to new levels. And if that sounds interesting, I encourage you to stick around and stay tuned. Before we get into that, I just want to say a shout out to Splintercoach. Splintercoach is a sponsor of the video, and they are the website that will track your personalized battle history in Splinterlands. And that means you can learn from your mistakes. You can see when you're winning and when you're losing. You can see which monsters you're using together and how that's going for you. That data analysis is really entertaining to look at, but also it's going to teach you things that is going to help you extract more rewards for your time and attention when you're playing Splinterlands. So check out splintercoach.com and you'll find a 7-day free trial there. Thanks, Splintercoach. Have an amazing day, guys. God bless. The team, Richard, the team are focused on DEC and SPS price appreciation, not card appreciation at the moment, which could lead to a low card price when a Rebellion comes out. Packs are $5 would look high. Yeah, that's probably true, but I think I agree with everything you're saying, except for I see you drawing a disconnect, or sorry, you're not connecting parts that I would connect. For instance, you say the team is focused on a DEC and SPS price appreciation, and then not card appreciation. I would grab those two and I'd put them together and I would say to you quickly, this is why. If DEC returns to PEG, and I don't just mean touches PEG, but actually in a strong way gets back to PEG, what would that do to SPS? Well, first of all, DEC making it to PEG means that there's a lack of DEC and there's an ongoing demand for DEC. That's what would drive DEC to PEG. That's the secret sauce to how DEC gets to and stays at PEG. There needs to be a lack of DEC available and an ongoing demand for it. So if the team gets us there to that place, what happens? Okay, people start burning SPS because they need DEC for things like guild building upgrades or for energy purchase for your daily battle or for card rentals or for card purchases. So SPS starts getting burnt in order to access DEC. And then SPS starts becoming more scarce. And then out of that scarcity, SPS starts going up in price. And that recipe is not disconnected from cards, because what would that mean? That means SPS is going up in US dollar value, and that means the rewards being paid for your rank play or your tournament participation or your guild brawl participation are more and more and more. In this game here, I got paid probably 5. Let's see. This is a win that I had earlier. I'm just going to skip it because I want to prove a point. I want to establish a point here. Look at this. I got 9.8 SPS out of that win. 9.8. So that's like a 20-cent win based on a 2-cent SPS. But what if SPS was 10 cents? That's now $1 for a win. And so that's how restoring the DEC PEG could translate to an SPS price appreciation, which would then drive what? More eyes and participation on the game. Because, wow, I can get $1 per win. And then what does that do? That drives card acquisition. So that's how I draw a line between your two concerns. I'm sure as a participant in this game, you want the economy, the DEC and the SPS to go up, and you also want the cards to go up. But I see a direct connection between those two. So, but you're right though. If there isn't a return to PEG on DEC, and if SPS stays low, then cards probably do languish because the rewards available are not very consequential to many people, and therefore they don't attract new people aren't excited because there's no bells and whistles, there's no excitement around, wow, I got 20 cents out of that win. Most people are going to say, oh, okay, whatever, who cares? So you're right about what would happen if the economy stays reduced or subdued, but I see a reason why economic growth and the tokenomic growth is going to translate to card appreciation.